start our second chapter of political science, and our chapter name is Rights in the Indian Constitution. We are going to discuss. So first of all, we will know about what is right. Rights are those powers and freedoms which are essential for a good life. So democracy must ensure that individuals have certain rights and that the government will always recognize these rights, prohibits government from acting against the rights of the individuals, and ensures a remedy in case there is a violation of these rights. Now, our second topic is fundamental rights in the Indian Constitution. We are going to discuss. So the leaders of the freedom movement realized that rights were vital importance to the Indians. So Motilal Nehru Committee had demanded a Bill of Rights in 1928. The Constitution listed the rights that would be special protected and called the fundamental rights. Now, fundamental rights are so important that the Constitution has separately listed them and made special provision for their protection. And fundamental rights are so important that the Constitution itself ensures that they are not violated by the government. Now, our third topic is difference between ordinary rights and the fundamental rights. We will discuss. Now, first difference is ordinary legal rights are protected and enforced by the ordinary law, and fundamental rights are protected and guaranteed by the Constitution of the country. Now, second difference is ordinary rights may be changed by the legislature or by the ordinary process of lawmaking, but fundamental rights may only be changed by the amending the Constitution itself. Now, our third difference is judiciary has the powers and responsibility to protect the fundamental rights from violation by the government or executive as well as legislature. Action can be declared illegal by the judiciary if these violate the fundamental rights. Now, our next topic is fundamental rights in the Indian Constitution. We will discuss. As you know, there are 6 fundamental rights in the Indian Constitution at present. But when our Constitution was implemented, at that time we have the 7 fundamental rights. Right to property, it is not a fundamental rights at present. Now it is as a legal rights. So we will discuss first our right to equality. Right to equality, it is under Article 14 to 18. Now, main provisions of right to equality are equality before law, equal protection of laws, and prohibition of discrimination on grounds of religion, race, caste, place of birth, and equal access to shop, hotels, well, tanks, bathing huts, road, etc. And equal opportunity in public employment, abolition of untouchability, abolition of title. These are the main provisions of right to equality. Now, our second right is right to freedom. Right to freedom, it is under Article 19 to 22. And the main provisions of right to freedoms are protection of rights to first, freedom of speech and expression. Second, assemble peacefully, form associations and unions, and move freely throughout the territory of India, and reside and settle in any part of India, and practice and profession or to carry on any occupation, trade or businesses, protection in respect of conviction for offences, and right to life and personal liberty, right to education, protection against arrest and detention in certain cases. So these are the provisions of right to freedom. Now our third right is a right against exploitation. It is under Article 23 to 24. Now the main provisions of right against exploitation are prohibition of traffic in human beings and forced labor, and second, prohibition of employment of children in hazardous jobs. Now, our fourth right is right to freedom of religion. It is under Article 25 to 28. Now, main provisions of right to freedom of religions are freedom of conscience and free profession, practice and propagation of religion, and freedom to manage religious affairs, and freedom to pay taxes for promotion of any particular religion, and freedom to attend religious worship in certain educational institutions. Now our fifth fundamental right is cultural and educational right. It is under Article 29 to 30. Now, cultural and educational rights main provisions are protection of language, culture of minorities, rights of minorities to establish educational institutions, and right to constitutional remedies, and right to move the courts to issue direction, orders, writs of for enforcement of the rights. Now, our last right is right to constitutional remedies. It is under Article 32. Dr. Ambedkar considered the right to constitutional remedies as soul of the Constitution because this right gives a citizen the right to approach a high court or Supreme Court to get any of the fundamental rights restored in the case of their violation. And Supreme Court and the High Courts can issue order and gives directives to the government for the enforcement of the rights. So these are 6 fundamental rights. Hope it is clear to all. Thank you so much.